Hi, welcome to Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery. This is these are the first three parts of this video fast forwarded because it took quite a while to accomplish covering an 18 by 24 inch canvas. The colors will be listed below the video in the description. And I first set out this dish of colors, and there's some custom colors in there. That's Chantilly lace. Anyway, so I have a copious amount of paint because I want to keep the paint that's going on the canvas wet for as long as I possibly can. To cover an 18 by 24 inch canvas is quite a challenge. And so if I keep the paint heavy, it'll stay moist. Plus, it's been pretty moist here lately anyway, so that's not a bad thing. That's my OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula. You can find that on the Amazon link. I discovered that like almost 6 years ago or 7 years ago, something like that. It's my favorite tool of all time, and it works like a big palette knife. It also carries a blade of paint, and I really love that. You can take your spatula, pick up paint, and put it down somewhere else entirely, and it works really, really well. So it takes me a while. It's going to take me, even fast forwarded, it's going to take four and a half plus minutes, 3.5, excuse me. Anyway, so it's going to take a little while, and then we're going to get to part 2 where the painting has been dried for a while because I wasn't super happy with the way the composition turned out. So when I first started thinking that I was going to make a background, that's what it turned out to be. It turned out to be just a background. And if I didn't mention, the colors will all be listed in the description below the video, along with my paint mixtures, my formulas. And if you have questions, feel free to ask me. I'm happy to answer questions, always. I'm here to help you. Anyway, so we're about halfway through the fast forwarded section, and I'm not sure what to tell you. I did like stages of this, and unfortunately it's okay because I've attempted to make some backgrounds since then, and they've turned into great paintings, in my opinion. So I don't mind that this one didn't turn out well, because that gave me the perfect excuse to do what I did, which was to add multiple colors over the top of the dried version, and use my Toothy tool and put some great drama and patterns and textures in there. Which reminds me, I did like the texture that the palette knife left. I just didn't wind up with the composition I was willing to keep. And I did not work on this for quite a few days, cogitating about it. And when I finally got around to it, I had a ball. So I definitely recommend it. The Toothy tools that you're going to see me use are just spatula heads that you can cut into them really easily with like a razor blade or a utility knife blade or anything, and just notch them out evenly. Larger spaces, smaller spaces. Anyway, I will attempt to remember to include the tutorial for making your own homemade Toothy tools. Or you could shop Princeton Art Catalyst spatulas. I'm not an affiliate. I wish I was, but I'm not. And I'm sure the dollar store will help you if you're looking for a silicone, or even the plastic ones work almost as well as the silicone ones. Anyway, we're just about to transition into part 2, where the painting is dry and I add my colors and use my Toothy tools and get something I'm pretty happy with. So I'll see you in a second, and that's all from part 1, 2, 3. So I'm back. It's days later, and this canvas is dry, and I really didn't have any idea what I was going to do to it until the last moment. I was looking to make a background canvas a bunch of times. I thought this wasn't going to be that for a bit, but I think what I'm going to do is give myself the opportunity to try some things. And that is Mayan Gold. And my jasmine is plugged. That's unusual. It's not unusual to have a plugged bottle. I should have checked. It's open. Good. So I need a scrape dish, or actually I'll just use a white rag. Let me grab a spatula. So I've wanted to combine the jasmine with the Mayan Gold for a while. I like the combination a lot. And because the background is so rough, I wasn't sure I was going to get away with this, and I'm still not. We'll know in a minute together. But I think I'm going to keep playing, because I actually really like that. Now I don't want to do the Toothy tool that I was going to do. That is Orange Crush.
but I'm thinking saffron might have been a better idea. Something more red. Let's try the more red. And maybe redder still, who knows? I gotta remember my canvas is quite large by comparison. So the background is rough, like I said. But I kind of like that. Oh boy, if I toothy tool this, I could be sorry. I'm gonna do it anyway. And where do I want to put my paint? I'm going to scrape it off. I'm not going to wipe it off. Well, I guess I'll wipe it off too. I'm not minding that. That is encouraging me. I think I might actually get away with this, which is what I've wanted to do for days with other pieces. So now I'm contemplating, oh yeah, no, I like that. Contemplating using some black. And I think more of the gold. I'm not sure if I want anything else with that or not yet. And I do have paint I could scrape off and wipe off. And I could have probably left it right there and used it with this. I don't know how this is going to be yet. At all. Maybe I should have added the black first and the gold after. Which could still be a thing. I think. I think I added more black than I needed to. I'm being called to cerulean blue though. And I'm going to put some down if I find it. I think I'll knock off the rest of that black right there and wipe it off just in case. More cerulean blue. Much more. Really like how that looks. Now I have a lot. And some of the gold. I don't know how it's going to mix with the mead and black. That's mead and black. I didn't say. Alright, I'm going to wipe off that spatula. And go back to toothy tooling it. No, actually, I'm going to wipe off my spatula with a sponge because I just realized that, oh, I've got more. They're in the dish drainer. I didn't see them for a second. Okay, here goes nothing. I don't think I've ever done so many S-curves with a toothy tool before. And it may or may not be something I like. I'll tell you in a second. I only got one I'm not so sure about. It might be striking. Could be a good thing. I'm going to expose all the colors equally, or as best I can. That's very textural. I'm being called to some serious orange right in here now. Wow, I got a little something something in there. I'm going to go for some of the sour lemon. That was the saffron. This is the sour lemon with orange crush added to it. I don't think I'm going to skip the jasmine. But I kind of want, see that bubble? Pop. Some red violet, if it'll come out. Doesn't seem like it wants to. Just take off the top. I might do the whole painting just like this. Wow, that's big. I wonder where that came from. Must be from inside the bottle. I like the gradation. I want a point there. Sort of merging up there. This isn't what I intended to begin with, but I don't mind. And I could go back even one more stage after this and black out some stuff. Alright, so I've got a nice amount of paint there, but I really don't want to use it yet. So let's try and get away with not using it yet. It's a little wobbly because of the stretcher bar. I'll have to be more careful next time. That's a little wobbly just because it's wobbly. I like having a Q-tip for that. And I do. I think that needed a lot more red than I put in there. So maybe I'll bring some red in here. Or some red and some purple. Starting with getting the rest of my paint off my spatula. Alright, so now I've got paint on two spatulas. I'm going to wipe one off so it's ready. I'm going to grab all of that red, purple, and red violet, saffron rather. Saffron, red violet, and what am I looking for? I'm looking for poinsettia. Poinsettia and red violet. I thought I was going to use some Chantilly lace, and I don't suppose it's too late yet. Let's see what that calls me to. It's nice when the canvas is dry. I was a lot nervous about all the texture that's on it. I'm a little nervous about getting this into position. It doesn't seem to want to be easy this time. I'm going to do some jasmine over here. And maybe, I like Chantilly lace with it, so let's just go ahead and try that. It's easier to pick up a blade of paint and make it do what I want than to put it on the canvas and have it do what I want. I kind of want some black over there. But I'm really nervous about doing that. Chances are good I'll do it anyway. We'll try it on the blade of the spatula. I think I put it on the wrong side. But that's okay, because now it's on the canvas, I can manipulate it more easily. There we go. That's interesting. I kind of like it, which is a good thing at this point. I'm going to use the rest of the paint, the rest of the black, right there. I don't necessarily want to do anything to that. I'm going to use this paint over here. Oh, and it's got black in it, so that's not hurting anything either. Goes well with the midnight shadow that's underneath it. Alright, I have a very small spatula head. I wasn't sure how that was going to work. Being called to gold. But I don't think I'm done. Try and go slow over that stretcher bar this time. I like the see-through stuff, but I like the solid stuff too, so maybe I'm developing a taste for the next stage of things. Hard to tell on not knowing. Yeah, I'm inclined to leave this solid area. Alright, that's 16 minutes of my 20-minute time that I can paint before my camera shuts off. I'm wondering about yellow. And I can do that over here. I think I had to start at the fat end and fill in. I didn't actually go for the gold I was talking about. I do like yellow and gold together, weirdly. I mean, it really seems weird to me. And there's my spatula, but it's got paint on it. I'm going to do something with that paint. I'm going to wipe that spatula off. That's what I'm going to do before it sets up any worse. Because there's just Sonia gloss varnish and everything, it does set up It's very beautiful when it dries. So I think that was a wise call on my part, with more paint in the fat area. Kind of like that. I kind of want some right here though. I wasn't sure I was going to get away with that, but it looks like I may have. Whatever that is, it needs to go. I have tweezers. Might be in the layer of paint below. Darn. Well, I got some of it off. Try and blend it away. Alright, so that just leaves me feeling like I really want to I want to continue my foray into stripes. For whatever reason, I might be able to leave behind what I've got. When that timer goes off, I'll have 1 minute left. And hopefully this is going to be the last stage. I think it's going to be purple over here. But I really don't have enough time to go on, so I'm going to come back in a second and continue. Got a slightly better angle on my camera. I'm thinking black raspberry and red violet. That I obviously need to make more of soon. Wow, that was a lot. And where is my temporarily missing in action? I'm looking for African violet. And there it is. Cool. I just spied the indigo violet too, and I think I'm going to have a little bit of that also. Might be more paint than I really want there. Or it might be perfect. I do get lucky sometimes. This is the largest Toothy tool extravaganza I have done. I kind of think that some more purple would be good over here, but I can't do two things at once, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm hoping I won't run out of time, and I better not. Oh, I definitely like that. And I was careful over the stretcher bar, so I didn't get a wobble. I got a little wobble there. Now I was talking about the purple over here, and I think that'll help balance, that'll help drag the eye back and forth. Although I kind of want a little bit down here now. I wonder if I can do that. Let me grab something off my spatula. This is a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. It's on the Amazon link. I accidentally annihilated most of my yellow. We'll use residual paint wherever it will go. And fingers. As long as it's nice and moist, it won't pull off. Whoop, I found some black. Oh well. Let's fake it. So I like all that so far, and I think I'm going to like putting more purple over here. But I'm going to do the same thing I just did. As long as I can get paint to come out. It's a little clogged. That's the African Violet. Maybe a little bit of this Frostbite that has ultramarine blue. Come on, you can do it. Ultramarine blue and a dot of red violet in it. Speaking of red violet, let's do that. And what was last? The indigo violet or the black raspberry? I think the black raspberry, because there's some black there already. I'm not sure how to start this. For me, it works to get a blade of paint going, but I'm not as clever as I'd like to be right now. And I've got a spot I want to put some in right there. Right through that black is fine. Do I need any blue anywhere? I kind of wish I'd used a little bit of blue velvet. Maybe the little tool. Or I have a shorter end on this piece. I like the multi-tone colors in each section of the Toothy tool removed sections. I'm not 100% sure about this. I kind of wish I hadn't. But it makes it different than everything else, which is kind of cool. And I think that's that. I'm not sure about that black stripe though. I'm really not. I'm going to do something that I did recently. I used gold. This time I'm going to use Chantilly lace. Am I done? Do I want to do more of that? I might. I'd like to be able to see what I'm doing. I think that was as close to a mistake as I want to come. Can't really see through my hand, that's my problem. but I like the result when I get it right. I might have to have one more stripe of Chantilly lace at least, maybe two. Alright, where's my skewer? Just taper that out a little bit. Do I want any gold? I kind of do. Where's my Indian spice? It's a weird one. It's been a challenge. But I think we're very close to being done. For good or bad, now it's done. I think. Maybe not. Maybe one more Chantilly lace stripe. It's different. It's telling me I could dot it or something, but it's kind of fun. I like it better than I liked it before. Take the purple I can find off my spatula and move it into those gaps. I think that's a good thing. I think that's an excellent thing. I'm glad I did that. I might even do a little bit more. Just because I need the purple jumping from side to side is a really good thing. Come on, African Violet. I had to pick the one bottle that was already giving me trouble. They're all giving me trouble. This is the black raspberry again. There we go. I guess that's it. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. You'll see all the credits at the end. Coupon code suggestions and so on and so forth. And I hope you enjoyed that. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. It was challenging, like I said. I might dip a skewer in and taper that line out a little bit more. Alright, good to go. Time to shimmer. I think that's going to be spectacular. And if I don't love it, I can continue. Yeah, that's different. That's really different. I'd like to spin it around for you, but I'm not sure. You won't see all of it. I think I like it in the vertical position best. And there's no reason to stop if you have more ideas and you're doing something that you're not completely satisfied. go for it, is what I say. I've got a few little splooges down spots I'm not so sure about right there. I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, that's cool. I wish there were black line through the middle right now, but take care of each other, take care of yourselves. Like I said, everything's written on the end screens, and I will speak at you soon. I hope you visit my community board and see what tomorrow's video is. And shop my Amazon link, please. It's on the link tree. The link tree has all kinds of other links: Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, Facebook group, and places that you can have my merchandise put on stuff. This would make a great print on some kind of all-over print shirt, or even something at Legallerist, which is an expensive place to shop, and the fashions are excellent. Clothing made in Montreal. All right, I'll see you guys anon. Enough of me chatting. Bye for now. Priscilla out.